Alright, today we're looking at the ZD Toys Iron Man Mark 50. We're gonna get to the figure in a second, but here are all the accessories he comes with. First off, the fisted hands that come on the figure. Now taking a closer look, the gold and red are so beautiful, but the thing I love the most is the gray indented in. Then we have the grabbing hands, which are basically the same as the fisted hands, just with open palms. Then we have the open hands, and the detail on the inside of the palm is so beautiful. The blue inside the repulsor looks amazing. Now for the repulsor hands, they're actually different than the rest. They've taken the armor piece off from the back so you can actually aim it up. And yes, you can actually put a repulsor effect in there. As I try to get it in there, just give me a moment. And I'm not gonna lie, the effect looks really good, especially under the light. Talking about the repulsor effects, here they are. They're beautifully colored from the dark orange to the light yellow. It looks absolutely fantastic. And they are a little pointy. Now onto the red shield. The paint looks amazing underneath the light. The reflecting off the gold, the red, and the blue lights. It looks amazing. Now on the back you have two types of grip. Two silver loops that you can put your arms through. Well, the figure's arms, not your arms. One with this little blue peg that goes into the grabbing hands. Now for the big shield that I actually couldn't even get in my shot vertically, so I had to do it sideways. Just like before, the gold, the red, and blue, they look so good underneath a reflecting light. And then on the back is plain red with two spots for the blue peg, if he's standing or if he's sitting down. Well, crouching. Now on to the many weapons he comes with. First off are the claw blasters. Now the detail on this thing is insane. The amount of different gold and silver paint that is going throughout the whole weapon makes it look so good. And the rigid edges on the inside of the claws makes this thing look even more menacing. Now trying to get this thing on was a bit of a hassle because I didn't know which side was up and which side was down. But when I got it on, it looks really good. Now onto these, I guess, energy swords if you want to call it. My favorite thing about it has to be the translucent blue blade it has, and then the silver underneath. I think not giving it any gold actually makes it better, and I love how sharp it looks too. Now with this, you kind of just have to push it in the hand. I mean, try not to break the thumb, but when you get it in there, it looks really clean. Now onto the little blade. It's really pointy and the gold looks shiny, and it looks like it's made for only the left hand, but you can put it on either. See right here, I put it on the right hand and it still looks really good. I mean, it looks a little weird from the back, but you know, from the front it looks amazing since you can't even see the arm on the back. Now onto the long sword that Iron Man used for maybe like 0.2 seconds in the movie. Now there is a thin layer of blue translucent plastic over here that I don't know if you can see or not, but that makes things look way better. And the silver going down the arm. Now here's what it looks like on the arm. You actually have to replace the whole forearm to put it on, and this thing is long. I mean, it's longer than his whole arm. Now onto the thruster pack. This is actually my favorite accessory. It makes him look way cooler, and the red going into the silver, and then the little bit of gold at the bottom, and the Mark 50 on the inside. This is the perfect accessory for this guy. To put on this accessory, all you have to do is flick out his back, and you can see 4 pegs that you just push it into. It's super simple, and it just makes him look so good. After all those accessories, it's finally time to move on to the figure. Let's go from top to bottom. First off, my helmet for some reason has 2 darker gold spots that are kind of irritating, but you know, we move on. And then the red, it looks amazing with the silver lines on the abs, as you can see. I love the little detail of that. And then from the sides, the silver lines that go from the front to the back. And then the thrusters, I love that. The little detail of the thrusters on the back is amazing. The arms is mostly red with a little bit of gold. Same thing with the legs. They have similar pattern to the arms, how it should be. I love the thicker silver on the legs. Almost no gold below the kneecap. There is a silver paint job on the back of the legs, as you can see behind the kneecaps, and nothing at the bottom of the foot. Now moving on to the articulation is where this figure goes down. The head can go 360 all around. No side movement or almost no up and down movement, and is super loose. Now for the articulation for the torso is actually a bit complicated. You can pop it up. Let me zoom out a little bit. You can pop it up and it can go 360 degrees. It goes side and side pretty well. And then pop it back down. Now for the arms, it can go a little bit, but the shoulder can come up, so you can go all the way up you need. And then there's actually 2 ball joints in there, so it's a little hard to do that. Inwards, they go a good amount. Double jointed elbows, which look great. And I popped it off. That might happen a few times. Full 360, almost no up and down for the wrist. Now here is where this figure gets really disappointing. See, almost no articulation up for the leg. It pops down, but even with that, it just goes sideways. There's no upward. And barely can do the split, barely. And it goes back pretty decent, I guess. For an Iron Man figure, it's not bad. Now it does have double knee joints, as every figure should have at this point. And then it gets disappointing at the foot too. No articulation, like at all. I mean, that's it. Just a little swivel. That is it. You cannot pose the foot at all. Now to answer the question, is this guy worth the $70? Now this, I guess, depends on the type of collector you are. Because if you're going for looks, this is absolutely worth it. Now if you're going for articulation and different poses, absolutely not. Now the upper body articulation is great, but the lower body really just absolutely kills this figure. But personally, I absolutely adore this figure because of the amount of accessories he comes with based on the price. But like always, at the end of the day, it depends on what you like.